It's your boy Noto, coming to another video, coming to you with more content. Hold on, let me put on my blazer. Now that I got it on, it's your boy Noto, coming to you with another video, coming to you with more content, man. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the major event that made me pursue the body game and become handsome and select, guys. If you're new here or you already been here, go ahead and click that like button, go ahead and comment, go and subscribe, and click that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop a video. And without further ado, let's go and dive into this topic, guys. Let's dive in, man. So, letting you know, I was good. Like when I was working at the hospital, I'm going to tell the story of what happened. I was working at the hospital, guys. So, guess I done picked up a bunch of weight too. I picked up a bunch of weight ever since I left college because I ended up leaving college and ended up working there. So, around then, I was just like the big dude. I was really like the real big stocky dude. Real big stocky dude. But I had a little extra weight on me, but it is what it is. It fitted pretty good on me because around that time I was starting to get back workout just a little bit, but I was kind of iffy with it. So anyway, what happened was I ended up working there for a little bit, ended up running into this nurse. When I'm telling you, she had a Coke bottle, fat ass, real dark skin, nice rack, everything. She was bodied out. Pretty face too, real pretty face. And the thing is, it's like, I don't know, for some reason, I ended up simping for her. But you know what? Hold up, you guys. Let's go on and take a moment of silence. Fuck bitches, get money. Anyway, now to get back on the topic, man. Get back on this topic. And this shit made me so mad at how simped out I was. I was so fucking beta. Like a motherfucker when it came to this one. Anyway, I approached off doing a little regular shit. Because, you know, I was the trash man. I was the trash tech. So I went on the floor most of the time, pretending to hit her ass with the cart and all kind of shit. She was liking that, like giggling, all that little shit. Right? So, ended up going to the break room. Ended up going to her break room. And she was talking about how the other nurses didn't like us in there because, you know, our department EVS, because they'll be stealing other nurses, the nurses' lunches and stuff. So I was like, damn. But she was like, I guess you all right though. So I was like, shit, I know I'm all right. I'm being a bitch anyway. I go in whatever break room I wanted to go to. Ask anybody I used to work. I used to go in any damn break room I wanted to go in. I didn't give a damn. And I take a nap too from time to time, maybe. But anyway, I was in there chopping it up, chilling. She was eating or whatever. And I saw some I had for my food, right? She ended up looking at my food. She was like, damn, it looked real good. Because, you know, I was cooking them good meals. I'm talking about that's when I was kind of meal prepping a little bit. And I was cooking them real good home cooked meals. So I was cooking. I was like this. I let her taste a little bit. And I saw a chicken. I was like, man, that looked pretty good. You be cooking? I said, I know. You can't cook, man. You can't cook nothing, man. You be burning that shit in the store. I bet you be burning rice and noodles at the house. She was like, man, don't talk about me cooking. I was like, shit. Show me something. I bet the bottom of that pan burnt like a motherfucker. She was like, man, stop playing with me, man. I know I can cook. I was like, okay. So it is what it is. I looked at the rice. I was like, okay, shit. It was looking white. Looking all right. You know, a little chub. But I wasn't finna just sitting there eat up the shit. I was like, I tasted a little piece of the chicken. I was like, okay, you might know what you're doing. You taste like it's probably from Piccadilly or something. But she was like, no. She started laughing about that shit. Or whatever. So after that, my simp ass, what I ended up doing, right? I ended up getting the next day, I ended up getting something from what they call the oxtails from the Potter's House, right? It was a place that we got here in Duval called the Potter's House. And they oxtails be swinging. Everybody get them oxtails. The plates cost about $14. And she saw my plate. She was like, oh my God, you got the oxtails? And her face like lit up. And I was looking like, cha-ching. See, my mind wasn't known like, oh, physicality, none of that. My mind wasn't known none of that. I was just over there eating like whatever and just doing that and just expecting me to just be me. You know what I mean? I was letting myself go slightly and at this point in time. So I'm just thinking, oh, like, shit, I mean, I could bring you a plate. That's what my dumb ass did. My dumb ass bought her a $14 plate for lunch the next day. The very next day. She's like, oh, I can't believe you really did it. That's how I knew, like, now that I look back on that shit, I was looking like, damn, how much of a sucker I was. And she was like, and then she messaged me and asked me, why did I buy it for? And guess what my dumb ass said? Because you pretty. That's how psyched out I was. Even after all the experiences I had in college and all that. Because I was like feeling real bad about myself around this time too. So I was just kind of like just bouncing back. I was drinking heavy, all kind of stuff. So this was kind of a weak point in my life. So I was kind of like I said, I forgot who the hell I was. I was going crazy in college. But you wouldn't even think this is the same guy. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even think this is the same guy. So I was kind of like lying dormant from where I came from up there. You know, you have highs and lows in life. That's how that shit go. That's how that shit go. So one night, I was on the way to the other break room where I usually go at when I usually come in, right? Said they had some coffee in there. Shit, I was about to go in there and get my brew. Shit, on my way to get my brew. I had to go and perk up a little bit. Shit, I had to go out and run these floors. Nigga be sleepy as hell when I come in there. I look from 11-7. That's the graveyard. That's the graveyard shit. I'll be working with the Grim Reaper down there. Hey, fun fact. Our break room was right next to the morgue. Yes, you got to walk right past them cold ass doors where they bringing the body. You might see a body on the way coming to you about to eat lunch. How can you go and eat lunch and see that? See a body rolling right way down there. Yeah, you know the coronas, all them coming right down there, right past everything. So you got to see a body on the way to your lunchroom. Yeah, fun fact. But anyway, that's why I always went to all the nurses' lunchrooms because they break rooms because I didn't really like our break rooms. Our shit was in the basement right next to the morgue. Cold as hell. Shitting me. But anyway, what happened was I ended up talking and I ended up calling her, right? And guess what? Her boyfriend answered the phone, or whatever the hell, her boyfriend answered the phone. And he was like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? And I hear her in the background crying to me something. Oh, that's my friend. Who the fuck is this burger is, man? Who the fuck is this? I was like, man, what the fuck, man? I ain't finna go back and forth with this shit, man. So I hung up on the motherfucker. I'm finna go argue with you. I'm finna argue with you, bitch. Fuck is wrong with you? I don't argue with no niggas. I ain't never did that. I don't argue. I don't tell you, but I don't like to talk. I do not like to talk. I don't. But anyway, he was starting to he kept kind of calling. He started threatening, telling me, man, you talking about some shit. You talking about shit. I'll come up there. I'm like, man, I really thinking like I don't give a fuck, but I ain't really want to start that because, you know, I don't like to start shit where I eat at. You know what I'm saying? I do not like the shit where I eat at. But all this started over some food and some planning and motherfucking whatever. She ended up giving a number, you know. I guess I was a little entertainment, and I was allowing myself to be entertainment too. On some beta male entertainment. Getting no piece of the ass. I'm talking about, I'm trying to hug the girl. She don't even hug me back. That's the type of bullshit I was getting. I'm talking about I'm hugging, I'm going out and embrace, and she just stand there like this. And I don't even embrace me back. That's the type of treatment I was getting at that time. Yeah. Now that I look back on it, I was like, and after that event and all that, I left her ass alone. Oh, hell yeah. I ignored the fuck out of her for about 2 weeks. But when I tell you, about my peace, I ain't give a fuck. Even at that point in time when I wasn't feeling that, I was like, man, fuck this bitch. Straight up. I used to avoid going on the floors and shit. She was like, I ain't smelled you lately. Because I had on some good ass fragrance. I was like, that's one thing I was known for in the hospital too, was my smell, my scent. Everybody could smell me. They could smell me hours after I left too. So yeah. That was a lingering thing for me. I had that going for me. Yeah, she was like, I ain't seen you in weeks or whatever. I kept on going past her like I ain't see it, like I ain't here. None of that shit, bro. I was going past her one time. She had these little medical supplies in her hand, and she gonna hit me on my chest with it. I was like, man, fuck that shit. I ain't finna even flip. You know what I'm saying? I was dead ass serious. I was not finna speak to her. I said, fuck that shit. Straight up. So guess what I started doing? They got a gym right there over there by the heart station over there. So after every morning, if I got off at 7 o'clock, I was going and I was hitting the gym. With every passing month, I was getting leaner and leaner. And bro, and what I was doing, I would be wearing my, you know, I had my little waistband on. I used to tell y'all about, right? I had my waistband on. And what I was doing, I walked through the hospital with my tank top on and nothing but the waistband on. Chest out, everything. Bro, when I'm telling you, I'm turning heads, breaking necks in that bitch. Hell yeah. And guess who ended up being in line after the day? You know, because remember, I always do my 100 push-ups. Oh, yeah, I do 100 push-ups before I go to the gym, too. I was pumped like a motherfucker. I was going to get my breakfast because, you know, I get my breakfast before. So after I'm done working out, I can go and eat. So I went to grab my breakfast. She was in line just looking like, ooh, oh, no, you didn't. Like, oh, yeah, like what you see, don't you? Mm-hmm. Like what you see though, looking at me, looking to the left, looking like she looking at more than she looking at her own damn food. Oh yeah. And on top of that, the other nurses and everybody was looking like, damn, I didn't know it was like that. Yeah, because you know, when we in there, all they see you wearing is scrubs. They only see you in scrubs. So when you pop out that shit. Yeah. And then I end up walking past the people that, you know, that run the gym in the heart station. They were looking like, dude, they stopped me. This is where I knew the shit was getting right. They were like, dude, you look fantastic, man. I just had to tell you that. You look fantastic. You've been coming here for the last 4 months, bro. I was like, damn. So that's what everybody's saying. But to be honest, get past all this other shit. You be like, oh, no, this shit just because of a girl. But you got to understand, when you working in the hospital and you working at the bottom of the totem pole, it ain't just over the girl. Everybody in there looking at you like you ain't shit. If you ever work for EVS, it's almost like a janitor that work in a corporate building. Everybody gonna look at him like he ain't shit. That's how it is. It's the same way in the hospital. Everybody look down on you. Us and the CNAs too. So they're looking down on you too. So it ain't just that. It's a little girl to give you those women that come over there and give you that smirk like, yeah, that little smirk like, oh yeah, that feel sorry for you smirk. That little oh yeah. Yeah, that smirk. We all know that look. Trust me. Especially if you look like this. But anyway, it could be some of that point too, but most of it was because of the color I was wearing. And the color I was wearing signified that I was at the bottom of the totem pole. So they'll look at you like you're a charity case in most, yeah. So I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna hit them on another level. And that shit worked for me. Yes, that shit worked for me. That's how I had all these experiences in the hospital. That's how I was able to have a lot of these stories for you guys too, as well. Of course. Hell yeah. That's how I knew that I could get women from higher positions at work too. Check that video out. Yeah, Body Game, how janitors get women from higher positions at work. Yeah, check that video out. That's all I got. That's what pushed me though. That was the major event. Cause I was like, bitch, you got me fucked up. Think I'm finna. You got me fucked up. You think I didn't push me to evolve like I'm some type of peon. Like I need to rely on you. Well, let me get back to myself. And that shit really, really pushed me. I ain't even finna count. Yeah, it was because of I put like this. A lot of other shit was contributing to it, but that was just like that's the shit that lit the match that made the shit go kaboom. The shit was already lit, like smoking, but that shit like just sent that fanned the flame right there and made it, lit the whole firecracker and make that bitch go kaboom. Straight up. But anyway, I don't want to press that on. I just want to tell y'all that story about what really pushed me to this shit. Because everybody got a trigger. But even though like at the point in time when I was in college and I had like, it wasn't really that big of a deal because I was getting dances and shit at that time, which is why the fuck was I acting like a damn simp when I came over? Like I said, I was at the bottom. My mindset wasn't right. I was letting myself go. I was forgetting who I was, none of that. Because what I was the same, a little bit bigger then. And I was getting house. That was I made my first Body Game video. Go look at that. Look how big I was on that video compared to now. Yeah. And I was a little bit bigger than that too. But anyway, it's your boy Noto. Coming to you more videos, coming to you more content, man. And if you're enjoying this content, man, go ahead and click that like button, go ahead and comment, go ahead and subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop a video. And without further ado, guys, remember, guys, anybody can improve themselves if they're willing to work at it. I'm out.